Hello students. Today I will be handling session 37 from the chapter Income from Capital Gains. The topic that I intend to teach you today is exemption of capital gains under section 54B. In the previous session we were discussing about the exemption under section 54, and in this session we will be discussing about the exemption under section 54B. A farmer wants to shift his agricultural land for certain reasons, and hence he sells his old agricultural land, and from the sale proceeds he purchases another agricultural land. In this case, the objective of the seller was not to earn income by sale of old land but was to shift to another land. In this case, the seller was liable to pay income tax on capital gain arising on sale of old land. Then it would be a hardship on him. Section 54B gives relief for such a hardship. What does section, I repeat, suppose if a farmer has a agricultural land and if he intends to shift his agricultural land to some other place, for that what he does is that he sells that agricultural land whichever he has, and from the sale process whatever he gets, he purchases another agricultural land. So here the objective of the farmer was not to earn the income from the sale of old land. His main objective was to shift to another agricultural land. In this case, the seller was liable to pay the income tax on whatever the capital gains arised from the sale of the agricultural land. Then in this case it would be hardship for him. So in order to avoid this kind of a problem to the farmers, section 54B of Income Tax Act gives a relief for such a hardship. What does section 54B tells? Section 54B gives a relief to the taxpayer who sells his agricultural land and from the sale proceeds he acquires the another agricultural land. The detailed provisions in this regard are discussed in this part. So other following provisions which you are supposed to get. If a farmer is supposed to get exemption under section 54B, wherein he shifts his agricultural land from one place to another place, and in the process he sells the old agricultural land and purchases the another agricultural land from the sale proceeds of the old agricultural land. In such case, if he wants to get an exemption under section 54B, he is supposed to satisfy certain basic conditions, and the conditions are: the benefit of section 54B is available only to an individual or a Hindu undivided family. So an individual can take or a Hindu undivided family can take the exemption under section 54B. Companies, association of persons, partnership firms are not eligible to get any sort of, they're not eligible at all to get any sort of exemption under section 54B. Only individuals and Hindu undivided family are supposed to get exemption or benefit under section 54B. Second basic condition is that the agricultural land should be used by the individual or his parents for agricultural purpose at least for the period of 2 years immediately preceding the date of transfer. So what is important here is that the assessee should be the holder of the agricultural land. All his family members or parents should be the holder of the agricultural land, and the holding should be at least for a period of 2 years immediately preceding the date of transfer. In case of Hindu undivided family, the land should be used by any member. The land can be used by any member of the Hindu undivided family. So this is regarding the holding of the agricultural land, and one of the very important purpose here is that the land should be utilized only for the agricultural purpose. It should not be used for any other purpose. The land should be utilized for the sake of carrying out the agricultural activities. The asset transferred should be agricultural land. The land may be a long-term capital asset or a short-term capital asset. So the asset transferred should be agriculture. So here it's very important that the land should be agricultural land. It should not be a barren land. It should not be any kind of other land. It should be an agricultural land. Within a period of 2 years from the date of transfer of old land, the taxpayer should acquire another agricultural land. In case of compulsory acquisition, the period of acquisition of new agricultural land will be determined from the date of receipt of compensation. What is important here is that if the assessee, who is a farmer who intends to shift his agricultural land from one place to another place after selling the old agricultural land, the purchase should take place within a period of 2 years from the date of transfer of the old land. The taxpayer should acquire another agricultural land within 2 years for the date of transfer. However, as per section 10 subsection 37, no capital gain would be chargeable to tax in case of an individual or a Hindu undivided family if the agricultural land is compulsory acquired under any law and a consideration of which is approved by the central government or Reserve Bank of India and received on and after 1st April 2004. There is another condition which is to be under section 10 subsection 37 of Income Tax Act, which tells that no capital gain should be chargeable to tax in case of an individual or Hindu undivided family if agricultural land is compulsory acquired under any law and the consideration of which is approved by the central government of Reserve Bank of India. So with this I actually end the exemption given to the SSC under section 54 subsection B. Thank you.